Hey, what are the 5 things, 5 choices, experiences, outcomes, and goals that you would love to experience and have, but have not yet defined them? That's a good question, right? What are the top 5 choices, experiences, outcomes, and goals and projects that you would love to experience or have or live? Uh, yeah, that you may have not yet defined. What are those for you? And right now we just found this cool place in somewhere in Salford. Just been meditating here. Xidesh Cutie, who's apparently just been sleeping, and you can see all the roots and everything, right? So this has been one of the experiences or choices or projects that's coming up that I have not yet experienced, but that I am experiencing right now, right? That world is experiencing right now, and that is to explore more of like this kind of places, this kind of oasis in the middle of like jungles, and really just sit there for a few minutes, even if like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and just do a bit of meditation and just to connect with the plant kingdom, with the mineral kingdom, with the earth, basically as a whole being, right? So that is one of them. The other one is being a spiritual business teacher, right? For all who are openly willing to empower, enlighten, ascend, and transcend infinitely. And that is a summation of everything I'm doing. It's just being a spiritual business teacher, whether I'm doing a commercial modeling, whether I'm doing a mystical acting or performing or presenting or any public speaking. It doesn't matter what I do, where I find myself, wherever I'm called to be, really. I'm doing one thing at the end of the day, and that is to share spiritual business teachings, because this guide, the royal, approaches everything as a sacred business. Because fundamentally, if you treat life, if you treat your spirituality, your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, your financial health, your architect health, your creation, your transcendence, source, archangel, guardian, ascended master, and transcendental L013, as well as your own self, your own truest, purest, highest, darkest, and brightest self, if you treat that as a super business organization company, then you're going to be able to see it from a totally different perspective, from like an eagle's eye, right? You're seeing it from as it is, not as what you think or perceive your life and your different dimensions to be. So that's been a massive shift for me, to really approach everything and see everything as a super business organization company. And together, in total, there are basically 04 super business organization companies that this guy have. Number 0 is its own being, right? It's your own temple, your own beingness, your own health, everything to do with yourself, everything inside of your skin, everything, your own environment, just about you. That's business number 0, right? You got to take care of that first. And then business number 1 that this guy has is a super model artist performer, and that includes commercial modeling and acting, and really basically presenting and public speaking. That's one thing. The other super business organization company that this guy has is Business Transcendence Mastery. Remember we said earlier, spiritual business teacher, so we can, like, this is where the business part comes in, right? That's like being a business mentor, a business coach, a business transcendence specialist, a business transcendence master, specifically for royal sages and swamis and yogis and monks and essenes and life coaches, conscious galactic leaders, personal development trainers, really those beings who are really here doing more of a spiritual teaching, and they have a spiritual business and all of that. And the other one is that's like business number 2, right? Business number 4, super business organization number 4, is self-transcendence mastery. That is one aspect of it, one fundamental thing, and that is targeting a more broader, like, clients, customer, users, basically. That's targeting the whole of humanity, the whole of New Earth, the whole of humanity as one collective. And that self-transcendence mastery side is for anybody who is openly willing to empower, enlighten, ascend, and transcend infinitely. And that's why we have like this business and self-transcendence mastery with the Royal, this show, this transcendental show, this YouTube channel, where we are sharing all of our wisdom, all of our knowledge, and everything is structured into 013 playlists, 013 dimensions, 013 businesses, like small sub businesses, sub companies, that together cover basically the core dimensions or the core areas of life and business and everything in the whole universe. So that's why this thing exists, one of the reasons, right? That's really it. 4 businesses. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So that is the question for you, like, what are the top 5 choices, which are basically experiences, outcomes, goals, and projects that you would love to experience or live or have or enjoy, whatever you call it, that you have not yet defined, that you want, that you know you want, and that is inside of you. So yeah, answer that question for yourself and let us know in the comments below, right? You know, what are them for you? I mentioned 2 brand new ones that I had not defined properly, and number 0 was like being a spiritual business teacher, like merging the spiritual and the business and the teaching, those 3 aspects together into one thing. So everything I do comes under one mother business, under one team, which is like a spiritual business teacher, right? And then we talked about like the other number 1 was like doing things like this, like going into exotic places like this around the world, and especially in Manchester and all of that. I've been to a lot of places like this, but this is a new one in Salford, and kind of like doing a bit of like meditation, and then doing some content, some video, contextful, fun, educative, entertaining videos for you guys to enjoy as well. So yeah, this is the upgraded version of my business, and basically this is like a symbolic representation of like everything I spoke to you about so far. Like we have in the center, we have this like the spiritual business teacher and all of that. We have like in the second one, the first circle represents kind of like that. In the middle, the diamond with all of the infinity, that basically represents the Royal, right? The Royal Unward Transcendence, this being that is talking to right now. So circle number 1 was like the spiritual business teaching, which was like business transcendence mastery and the self-transcendence mastery together. And then we have like the second circle is like the supermodel artist performing, that is like the mystical acting, like the acting and all of that, performing together with the commercial modeling. And then this last circle is completely brand new apparently. This one. This is really just forming a partnership, a sacred divine counterpart with another being, specifically an empress, a goddess, cutie basically. So we can, that's the last addition into it. Roll has been hesitant to add that, but the moment had arrived to add that last bit, like forming a sacred divine partnership, a counterpart, a union with a goddess, right, with a female being, to have some experiences, some new ones. Yeah, that's number 2. So Royal has another 3 left to define, and is just gonna walk around and don't rush it, just take your time and it will come to you. This is the process of like getting the things that is in your unconscious, in your subconscious, in your conscious, and in your super conscious mind, heart, soul wave, or self, spirit, everything, all of it, really just defining it and writing it down. And that's where the magic is, because when you write it down, so let it be written, so let it be done. So it is already done. Eloy yomin wa sa wa sa wa sa wa sa wa sa wa sa wa sa. That's really it. This is our basically Royal's personal logo, as if you say, right? This is the logo that Royal has built for itself, and you can see how the king of nature and the cosmic Shohansha fits into all of this. So Roald didn't know, but there's nature, this thing that you guys call universe, this thing that you guys call nature, this whole universal cosmic infinitum singularity, which its name is like a prakriti, it's a being, right? Specifically a feminine being somehow. It has chosen this guy as its king. So yeah, that is basically the symbol for it, the cosmic Shahanshah. And there's one here, that means something else, and that circle in there represents unity, right? Unity is something that connects everything together as one thing. So it also, the centerpiece, the diamond with the two infinities, which is like a spaceship, like a Merkaba, like a mothership. That also means khosh. Khosh basically is a Persian Farsi word that is, think of it as the root word for happiness, for joy, right? Khosh. And then we have like the first circle also representing like purity, the second circle also representing truth, and the third circle obviously representing unity. So there are different ways of interpreting anything in life. And when you approach this question of like, what are the top 5 things, choices, experiences, outcomes, goals, and projects that you would love to experience and live and have in this lifetime, specifically that you have not yet defined. So you can see there are different ways of approaching the exact same thing. Yeah, this thing has 0-13 fundamental meanings or symbolic what it represents symbolically. I just give you like 2-3 main fundamental examples, right? So yeah, approach that question like that, and yeah, good luck with it. Really, you know that it's coming. You watching this video and this guy doing the video, it means these are very auspicious times, auspicious moments every single day, because every moment you have the freedom of choice to redefine and really define new things for yourself that you want to experience and enjoy. And yeah, have fun. If you're new here, this basically means, would it be okay if you subscribe if you haven't yet, and also turn on that bell thing, ding ding, because new videos are coming out and all that. It also means, would it be okay if you give a thumbs up on this video? If not, that is totally okay, So obviously if you like it, more people can see it and have fun and all of that. And also it means, would it be okay if you in the comments below write down 3 to 5 things or even 13 things that you enjoyed about this video, the concepts, the principles, the frameworks, the question itself, the scenery and the presentation and the performance, right? Because every video is like, this guy is like a movie, and it's performing it, it's directing it, it's writing it, it's writing it, it's directing it, it's producing it, it's acting it, it is sharing it with you, it is doing the full thing like Charlie Chaplin did with his movie stuff. And Bruce Lee got into movies and sharing kung fu and all of that. So many other examples, and yeah, those were some 2 examples that wanted to be expressed in this video. Funny. So yeah, it's a fun, educative entertainment show, right? So enjoy it, have fun. Well, loves you purely.